Hi everyone, welcome to another video. Today I have a different kind of video today. This video is about how to create a panel light from a MacBook screen or a MacBook Pro. What we're doing is we're taking the screen out from an old unused MacBook laptop and we're gonna create a panel light. So let's get started. First thing we do is we need to take the laptop apart and remove the screen. So this is a screen that I've taken out already. This is a MacBook Pro screen. I've taken out the glass layer. You would need to really break the glass up and take out piece by piece. It is a lengthy process, but for MacBook laptop, the white one, it should be much easier. So you take the bezel out and you take the screen out. So this is the screen, and now we need to remove the board on the bottom. There's a few tutorials out there that you need a screen controller. This one, we won't need one for this, so you'll save some money. So we'll take the two screws from the back out, and now we're going to remove the board. So we'll remove all the adhesive from the edges to take the top glass out and also the screen board out. There's two connectors there, and we'll just cut that out. We won't need it. And we're gonna remove the board from the screen. So it's cut the two connector, and then there's the final middle connector. Do not cut the middle connector here. We're gonna power through the connector in the middle there. So you unfold the clip and pull it out like that. So this is what you should have for the next step. Okay, so next step, we need to remove the top glass layer. The top glass layer has got a tinted effects that reduce the light, so we're going to remove that out so it's much more brighter. There's adhesive on the edge around the bottom, so you need to remove the adhesive on the outside and also just force it up and remove the top layer. So this is what you have for our panel light. So how the panel light work is, it has this LED strip. It's just a simple LED strip that has many LED lights from the bottom, and it shines forward, and the layers force it out from the screen. So how we're going to power the MacBook is each light is 3 volts, and they connect together in a series of 7 times 3, 24 volts. So we'll need 24 volts to power it. So each 7 sets of lights is powered by per line. So I'm just gonna go ahead and show you powered up now. So the positive goes on the left and the negative goes on the right. When using DC power, I have a power supply set it to 24 volts with 1 amp, and I soldered all the right pin on the right side. There's lots of pins that has lots of 7 sets of LED lights. But if you solder it all together, you just need to power them all in one go, and they all shine up. If you don't solder, I'll show you how to solder all the lights on the right in a second. But basically each LED is 3 volts, and all the pins on the right powers the series of 7 LEDs And so basically, yeah, 3 volts LED. They connect into a series of 7 times 3 is 24 volts. So that's how what we need to power up these LED. Be very careful, these LEDs are very sensitive. You need to power to that certain amount of volts for it to start, and also don't put too much power or it will just stop working. Okay, so let's move on. We're going to the next step. Here I'm cleaning up all the edges. Just remove more adhesive, and also remove another layer on the top. It's just actually, you can either leave it in or take it out. It's just a very diffusive layer. We sort of reduce the lights just a small bit. So on the edges there's these latches around, and we're going to cut it up. We'll need to use a tin snips and aviator snips to cut it. It's a very if you use a little snip, you won't be able to cut it. You need to use a strong aviator snips like this one here, and once you cut it, it becomes sharp. So you might cut your fingers if you run along the sharp points. So just go around, cut up all the latches with the aviation snips. And then we'll just use duct tape to tape around the edges. I'll use white duct tape to make a clean white edge. You can also use aluminium frames that I've seen other people using. That really creates a nice look. Alright, next bit. This next step is a delicate one. We will need to solder all the pins on either the left or the right side where they have a range of 4 or 5 pins. These pins are for all the LEDs. The other side is the positive pin. It's just has about 1 or 2 pin, and that basically provides the power for the light. So you need to just put a little bit of solder onto the tip of your soldering iron and just tap it down to make all the sets of 4 or 5 pins connect together. And on the right side you tint that as well, so you connect the cable. So here's a close-up. So you can see there's 2 pins on the right. We connect that together with a dab of solder, and sets of 5 or 6 pins on the left side. We just put a dab of solder on the iron and just tap it down, connect it all together. And here you can see I put the positive point to the right and the negative DC power to the left, and it powers up the whole screen. So yeah, that's basically the secrets of it. How you power the screen. 20 volts. Here's one where I put all together and attach a barrel connector, and it's all fit nice and neat. And I use fabric tape on the back to has a nice strong hold down. And basically there you go. So you can buy a barrel connector on eBay for a couple bucks, and you will need a special LED adapter of 24 volts. It needs to be around 24 volts. I'll show you that in a few minutes. But here you can clean it up, connect the 5mm barrel connector to the soldering connection for the screen, and now I just use duct tape quickly to tape it up. I did taped it twice around the edge. And fold it nice and neat so it looks nice and clean. Okay, so here is the power connector. So I'll put a power adapter, AC/DC power adapter for whatever country you need, but you need DC 24 volt with 1 amp to power the screen. You need this specifically, that amount. If it's any more or less, it would not light up or it will destroy the LED. So there you go, that's the end of the tutorial. So we have it all finished, the one I prepared earlier. And that's what it looks like. And it's a good way to reuse old laptop screen, use it to create lights for to create nice unique panel light for your room. Here's a sample picture, and I have another one coming up. Alright, that's it everybody, have a nice day. Hope you liked the video. Make sure you like and subscribe. Thank you, have a nice day.